Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your healing meditation on the asteroid Chiron, joined in Aries with the North Node. This is exact on February the 11th and will culminate with the solar eclipse in April on the 8th. This is something we've been feeling since January of this year, with Pluto's ingress into the early minutes of Aquarius. So it is fresh and will be proceeding through Aquarius for the next almost 21 years. It will make a brief detour back into Capricorn mid-October through mid-November of this year, but this is synchronistic with the idea that we are recognizing the healing, the wounding that we've experienced. And this may be a reflection of the past 20 years of Pluto in Capricorn, moving from the past into the future. I've laid out the Mayan Tarot. I will clarify with the African Tarot and use 3 oracle decks throughout. I am doing personal readings at this time, and you can get information about that in the description box below. I am also giving away a free reading on about the 1st of each month, and I choose the recipients of that from the comments and donations previously received. So, moreover, I thank all of you for being here now and supporting me in all the ways that you do. Thank you for that in advance. So Pisces, after that long preamble, your overall energy for this healing meditation is indeed the Magician. Or I'm sorry, this is the Fool in this deck. The Fool characteristically walks into the Jaguar's mouth. This is the energy in many ways that I believe is encapsulated by Pluto's ingress into Aquarius, where we now turn from the past into the future. You have gained faith and confidence. You are reborn in many ways into a state of pure desire, pure authenticity, moving from a place where you are pursuing those things that are in alignment with who you are, your natural gifts, and the contribution you came here to make. This is all about purpose. This is all about being on your path and not needing to know what the end result is going to be, because of your trust and faith in yourself and the universe. You know that you will encounter any difficulties you experience, and that the journey itself is the process, is the joy, is the positive experience of living your life fully. Beautiful omen for your healing journey, adjusting to a new, more open world, a new, more open and receptive audience, clients, students, colleagues, partners in your life, in accordance with your greater degree of awareness and faith in who you are. In the position of Chiron, we have the Ten of Cups. It seems to me, Pisces, that you get the Ten of Cups a lot. And in this position, it's describing a community, a recognition of a wound that is more about a generous and alternative family structure that you have come from, the lessons you learned along the way that were in many ways counter our materialistic, individualist society. So that you may have been a part of a family structure that was not typical of a capitalist society, materialistic, encouraging you to be an individual to the detriment of others, but instead you were part of a community where most members were held at an equal level without regard to their station or status in life. And as a result of that, there may be challenges you're experiencing in individuating yourself, standing out from the crowd, following your own unique or path that may not have felt so unique within the context of your upbringing, but in fact is a part of your unique gift and contribution to society. In the space of the North Node, the Lord of Swords or the King of Swords indicates the direction you're moving into. And it's interesting that your gift has something to do with sharing truths, facilitating truths, new ideas, new opportunities, new possibilities in the future. You're all about recombining things in alternative ways. This can be anything from conventional products that we consume to one degree or another, being used differently, being created differently, to convening conversations with individuals or helping organizations to refashion, restructure themselves in a way to accommodate the new possibilities of the future. So I see you as a fountain of authority, authoritative ideas, a way of consulting with others or teaching others about new advances in our technology, in science, in agriculture, in the way that we recycle or sustain ourselves on the planet and as individuals within any given society. That's a tall order, but initially I see you as doing that as part of conversations, discourse, dialogue with others about the possibility of these ideas to be disseminated to others in a variety of ways. In the present, the Empress. This is beautiful because this is really taking your own sense of empowerment, particularly as it relates to generating new ideas, generating abundance in synchronicity with natural structures and cycles. So whatever you do integrates models of the natural world. You are mimicking the Empress, whose principle of fertility encourages you to be productive in a way that realizes a harvest and abundance, increases productivity, increases abundance or profitability. So in expressing this, you not only gain the rewards of what you're creating, but you also enjoy the process immensely because it does mimic natural cycles. And to that degree, you find yourself associating and connecting with all people and all creatures, entities on the planet as part of your growth cycle. So this is a real place of empowerment in the moment, of coming up with ideas, of thinking about maximizing what you do in order to be more efficiently productive and to maximize abundance or wealth. In the past, we have the Strength card. Or Justice, I'm sorry. They are switched around in many decks for long ago reasons of initiation as a way of creating a blind to people who were not sincere about the initiatory process. So Justice and Strengths are different. Number 11 and number 8 are sometimes reversed in various decks. This is the Justice card. balance in some decks. Perhaps this deck, it's titled Balance. The idea is that you have already worked for the rewards that you are now receiving, the rewards that you understand are yours by right, by birthright. It's interesting that this comes along with a consciousness of the natural world, of a kind of retrofitting the materials we have with new purposes and products, so that you are maybe engaged in agricultural production, in the beauty industry, in the educational process for sure, in any arena you are, as part of training or teaching ways to keep up with the conditions, social and conditions that we now encounter around the world. You may be an emissary of some sort, giving out information that helps people not only understand new ways of using conventional things, but advocating for justice, sustainability, ecological balance in all facets of our experience as citizens and in our individual homes and bodies. In the future, the Moon card. There's a lot of major arcana here. The Moon card in the future shows you opening up to your subconscious energies, having gained the courage and the confidence, the faith in yourself to move forward into the world. You've garnered the courage to face uncomfortable patterns. Perhaps industrial challenges to the environment is an example of something external, but all kinds of shadow, what we might call shadow behaviors, unscrupulous experiences or sabotage that you might encounter, not only within yourself, patterns and behaviors that you see that you choose inappropriately for yourself, but ways that we socially choose inappropriate vehicles of power to create things that don't sustain us, that destroy our environment. And so the story here is that you have gained the courage to go up against those ecological destroyers, to those powerful individuals or structures that have no longer served the purpose for which they were created and for which we contributed through our attendance, our tax dollars, etc., that we empower, that work against our interest. This is a big story, but it feels like you have a wonderful moment in whatever way it aligns with your individual story and circumstances, but the potential is here for you to go more deeply within and face the demons. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey Oracle and ask Pisces if this is resonating with you, that you like this video, that you share this with others who may find it useful or productive or just enjoyable. Comment below. I love reading your thoughts and ideas, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is appreciated. And I pulled Surrender. I can release my need to control. And this is really reflecting the high efficiency I believe that many of you for whom I'm reading are operating at. You're operating in flow regarding your individual life and now have the ability to release those things that you recognize are beyond your control. It doesn't mean that you don't confront them or engage with them as appropriate, but you no longer seek to control through personal emotions of anger, depression, defeat, etc. I think I'll take this. And from the flora and fauna of Africa, I pulled the hippopotamus. And the plant associated with that is called the grevillea. And the key word is creativity. If you're bored, stir things up. Release emotions and habits that no longer serve you and start something new. I would align this with the Empress card in many ways. And I'm going to clarify the Empress in the present moment with the Strength card and the Ten of Wands. You have gained the courage necessary to confront difficult things, particularly those things that have been expected of you, those requirements or demands of you that no longer align with who you are, those responsibilities and obligations that are not yours, releasing those in order to take up responsibilities and obligations to the planet that you align with. As you work more and more productively, more and more in sync with natural cycles, you gather that courage as part of your perseverance, your discipline, your work ethic. This is all part of how the Empress generates abundance by consistency and moving in flow with the seasons. You are eliminating anything outside of that flow that does not serve you, that belongs to someone else's idea of what you should be and who you should be. The Justice card in the past is clarified by the Moon and the King of Pentacles. So the Moon card is mirrored here in your past and in your present. This is, for me, a sense of your tremendous connectivity with all things, as you can connect with the energy of seasonal cycles and the creatures that are contained within them, advocating for them. You're also in sync with your own subconscious energies, your own fears, your own ability and courageousness in facing those. This aligns you with the invisible spheres so that you recognize allyships, guidance, those that support you and celebrate you in those realms that are invisible, including ancestors, those who have passed, cultural heroes, and information, historical models that inform you and fortify you in order to do this work of generating abundance. In the present, in the future, the Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords clarifies the Moon card. Because you've already mastered your own security, and that doesn't mean that you're wealthy or that you are the CEO of a big corporation. It does mean that you're in sync with the needs of your own security and stability, that you work in a way that allows you to be generous. And that generosity is in modeling your work ethic, your attention to details, your perseverance, your practicality, so that you can enter onto the team, the set of collaborators with whom you work in a way that is productive. And that productivity looks like helping the group to understand how it commits together to solving a problem, creating a solution. And that means understanding that no one person has the answer, but that everybody working together crafts from a place of strength. That means that the product is owned by the team, not by any individual. Therefore, the whole team takes collective credit for whatever is created. This comes through a revelation by way of your invisible allies. You may receive important guidance or information from your dreams as a conduit to your ancestors, to your spirit guides, to those who have passed that have valuable insights to share with you. So I encourage you, as I often do, to maintain your meditation practice, up your practice, begin a prayer practice, a journaling or dream work, so that you are recording the dreams you have, the information you're receiving that you are asking for. Indeed, asking your ancestors for help is the first stage to receive their guidance and to give them gratitude and appreciation, honor them for being there for you. I'm going to finish this reading with a language of flowers, Pisces, and remind you that I'm doing personal readings and that the information for that, again, is in the description box below. And out pulls the bluebell, and the key word is gratitude. Be thankful for what is good now. Thank you so much, Pisces, for this beautiful reading. I hope this has aided your healing practice. Until next time, Namaste.